Another long story short. First of all, before I speak about Adam, God told me through Archangel Michael, who the hell are you and how sick you people are to try to sacrifice my children to the black magic? Because you all that shitting, you all finish. And this is another confirmation that when I told you people that God sent me here to end this your stupid religion, it will go like this. If I am chosen by divine, if I am divine, then what makes you think my children aren't? They're not a part of the mission. And just because you people are so sick that you kill your own disabled incest children with cocodamol to cut their short breath and get insurance money, doesn't mean you can put your hand mentally or physically over my children. This is the end. Now, in that previous long video, I am talking about how I knew that the father of my children and Amir's gang, this rapists gang, people and drug dealers are on it together. So that time when Was called me and started speaking shit and that he's hurting my children, which was another basically catch before a upcoming court case about my children to no, it's a common sense. If he's calling me that he's hurting my children, I have to let the police know, even though I already know police is on it. But I had to take the bait, because if I don't call it, then they could use in the court that I did not even react to it. So when I called the police, this is also how I know your whole switchboard is on it. And Mr. Nick Dean, you're the commissioner of all of this bullshit. And that is ending for you, for your family, very, very bad. Now, when I called the switchboard, they booked me in, and I've told this in a different stories, that to come to the police station tomorrow to bring all the evidence that I have against the father of my children, that they are going to help me. I went with the English lady. This is also recorded and everything. And instead of helping me, I got jumped outside the police station by Basingdale that couldn't even put handcuffs on me, and I had to help her. And I locked myself like this, that I am taking the piece even in the custody, that I'm still taking out my hand and I'm playing with my hair. Stupid bitch. Then you've done all this bullshit, the false allegation that I apparently raped Adam Irfan in 2010. Funny thing is 21st of November, when the father, when I didn't even knew you yet then, but me and the father of my kids were writing a contract where he is also admitting that his family kept me pregnant in the back room without toilet and food to make me Muslim. Yeah, so long story short, this whole statement, the way the police wrote it, it was a bunch of bullshit. This was so pathetic and buzzing that you're gonna be eating sand. I don't give no shits, and this is all of you police officers involved. Now, further from this stupid statement, how many mistakes you've made, and you already knew this is not true, but you still done it anyway. You took off me from my devices, and I told you clearly, this is on the tape, that you have to return me the devices within a month, because one of the phone was the source of the only way that I could eat. What you did, bitch, you gave this all to the father of my kids, and I've got all evidence how he's spending my money, destroying and using my pictures, sharing all of that. I have evidence for everything. And then police obviously pulling me. The main gain is against the police that is involved in raping, forcing women to prostitution and the murders and the drug dealing with the Muslim people. Also, Adam was the first person that come outside the hospital when they were lying and dragging me out from Ula's bed because they wanted to unplug her and sell her heart. And Adam was the first one that gave me condolences that she's already dead when she was still alive, and trying to buy some time so they can start unplugging her by giving me fake apologies with a spliff outside the hospital, etc., etc. Now, a little bit going back to sacrificing my children. Some of you going to lose a leg. That's what I know. Someone's mother's gonna die. One of these prostitutes is gonna die. And yeah, your children's gonna be affected. And kurwa, I even said it before when I been getting the information from my light, from the Most High, that you guys are fucked up. Someone's dog is gonna die. You guys put this on yourself, like I've mentioned on the short reel that Tassie's mom showed me, that I am at the top stairs where is the light, and the bottom of the stairs are blocked. Nobody can go through. And I seen a dog. Actually, there was a dog in this dream, and that was dying. Yeah, that is what it is. And yes, again, I've got no remorse for you. Another thing is that how confident you are and where, and just to try to destroy me mentally, is that people or just said it to my face. They said it, that the father of my children sold me to die with Ula, and yeah, you were the first one that said to me that this house is gonna burn, and the letter later from court, 3 days later, that my children after it won't come back to me because this house will 100% go on fire. So all this corruption, all of these courts, all of your governors, you totally fucked. End of story. Another thing is that going towards Polish people, all of their involvements with you Pakistanis, selling these drugs, doing things with women, and how they were dying, everything that I know. But I just want to give you a little bit of hint of something else that I know. Why my closest friends and somebody that meant to be like a twin to me is involved in this, because your goddaughter, Nicola, was the one that ordered the murdering and on Adrian. And Adrian Bohen, he was murdered day before. He did not die from the fire. He was stabbed. Łukasz, who is currently in prison for another murder, stabbing and setting a body on fire, that the trial is going on. He, Lesiu, and another person, I've got them recorded on 2-3 different occasions when they say that Adrian was dead before, and that he was put it in a whatever position to make it look like a certain thing. And what you lot did with Ula, I've got that all in writings and recorded. And what police did, they helped you try to get rid of the evidence, because of course they are a part of this heroin and all of that, selling drugs. Then obviously you send that police officer pretending to be homeless and trying to give me bullshits and stuff. This is all very funny. For him, I have a different part. He doesn't know I was recording him. Very stupid guy, very weak actor. Yeah. So now you guys just confirmed with everything that my story, all of that situation, will prove the whole world that you are following a devil, not a god. And I am here as an evidence, just like Mary Magdalene, just like Eve, and my name is Eve Magdalene, that they have been carried the divine feminine wisdom in them, which that light is in me now, to protect women and children and show people how to become Christ. That's what Jesus was showing people. He was not showing them and teaching them to follow him, just to be like him and elevate themselves. And his bodies of this Last Supper, and that they were writing the Bible. If somebody now starts reading a Bible, but New Testament only, don't read the Old Testament because it's too twisted with what Enoch wrote after Satan kidnapped him to his kingdom, and making a write the similarity so it looks like truth. So stick to the New Testament, stick to Psalms, and when you read everything, just read like Jesus is talking about his mom. And then you're gonna have the full Trinity, so the Father, Mother, and the Son, and about the elevations, and how I drew and what is on that head, and that monopoly, which for me, and how I'm gonna be explaining that resemblance, the spine back, which is also our chakras. Yeah, so I will help people get divine and free and elevated. And I give no shits about any religion, about bring an army after me. If you've got some army, Mr. Nigtin, because yeah, including your police officers just showing like that, and are recorded in many places to giving me shit that I will not get no help from police, all these rapes, beating up, all this robbery, all this stuff destroyed in my house and everything, how you love be hate, how you love ignored everything, how you love been helping with everything. And Mr. Nigdin, you sitting on the top chair, you're the best friend with Mr. Ishvak and other people. And again, like I've mentioned in the previous videos, if I have to consider my every day of my life as my last, then why would I not fucking blast this out? It's a common sense. And yeah, that's it for now. And Adam, this is just like, yeah, that part of the story giggled me the most. Muslim man lies that he got raped. And actually something else funny, but now I'm gonna go into details with all how that statement was wrote, that the father of my kids came with Adam to the station, and that you both made that statement that I raped Adam in a possible matter of time. And that I've implemented ecstasy tablets to rape you. And this was the best funny part, because I asked the police officers, did they ever try any drugs? They said no. I said, there you go. On a good ecstasy pill, the ecstasy raping you, you feel that emotions. If you would want to have sex, it'll take 3 days to have an orgasm. And I actually recommend you to try some ecstasy pills. Oh, I used to like to have a quarter. I never used to take whole pill, and that used to bother my friends as well, that if it's one paracetamol, I don't even take paracetamols, but I'm scared of legal drugs. But yeah, when I used to make the huge parties and everything, I always used to have a quarter, only on the after, because during the party I was protecting everybody that was in my garden. But yeah, quarter is a good buzz. So all that massive drug Muslim dealing and everything, and how I'm gonna show the Albanian people that you Muslim people, and to this is ridiculous because Albanian people are also Muslim, but that you Pakistanis having a deal with the police that only they want Albanian people, and police gave me an offer to but maybe that was also trying to put me in a trap to go after Albanian people and try snitching on them and everything. But I don't give no shit about drug dealers, and I wish them all well. Drug dealers don't bother me at all, and you should all know that, because I even been helping you out in a return that you guys gonna be sponsoring the my community club, and the community club was all sponsored from the drugs, because council steal all the fundings money from children, and they didn't even that it was their obligation to give tables and chairs. Matt Oliver didn't give anything for this. Everything was bought it, and I still got the recording when what was your name? The ginger bird that come from council and start threatening me that you guys gonna destroy me. I will never be able to find work anywhere in Peterborough. That you totally gonna finish my life if I continue running this community center and giving children's activities for free. Or I'm going to a history. Dead or alive, but yes, alive. I will be still speaking worldwide. Don't you worry. God has His hand on this. It was God planned from beginning, and this sacrificing of my trying to sacrifice my children just to, in that way, finish me off is backfiring on your children. And I'll pray for them, but I've got not remorse. And none of you exist to me. The end of story.